Hello everyone. I thought I would make a video showing what I added to my pool equipment to help with a little bit of automation with adding acid. A little background: I have a 9,000 gallon saltwater pool. I have a Pentair variable speed pump right there, and I have an IntelliPh 20 saltwater chlorine generator. I was looking at a way to automate adding acid, and after a while I saw that Pentair had this product called the IntelliPh acid dispensing system. It comes with a handy dandy little instruction manual right here. It was actually quite easy to install. I anchored it to my concrete pad with 4 concrete anchoring screws at each corner. The plastic tubing, the injection tubing, goes right there. It was very simple to drill a hole in the top of the pipe using these saddle clamps, and this tubing goes in rather easily. The control panel, as you can see, is this piece of equipment right here. I've got everything turned off right now, so the sound is a little bit easier to hear. This piece of equipment actually hooks in between the IntelliPh piece of equipment. I also have solar panels on my roof, but the unit comes over and has a control cable going into this control piece. The IntelliPh control cable actually comes over and plugs into the IntelliPh, and then the IntelliPh goes over and attaches to the IntelliPh. After this installation, the IntelliPh is not used to determine the amount of chlorine that you generate. All the controls are done through this control panel right here. Overall, the system has worked very well for me. It takes a little bit of figuring these out on yourself to begin with. You calculate how often your pumps are running for the week, and you determine about how much acid you dispense or you need to add in a week. Then, by using the chart that comes with the instruction manual, you can determine how many ounces of acid can be dispensed each hour. That's how the machine works. You tell it how many hours, based on a percentage, that you want chlorine or acid to be dispensed into the line. I right now have this little piece of tin covering this portion of the control unit. After the first, it was about a year, I noticed that the machine wasn't working, and I determined that this portion right in here that has, I don't think you can quite tell it, but it had gotten a lot of water in it and had rusted out, and it was no longer working. Pentair did send me a replacement of this entire section right here. There was a problem with that because the one they sent me, the housing part right here, was so warped it would make a worse seal than what I'd had before. So I had to take out pieces and parts of this and make 2 into 1. And then I took this little piece of tin and just made a little roof. And it seems now to be keeping out the rainwater much better from seeping into these seals along the side and rusting out the inner workings. It holds 4 gallons of acid. It's very easy to take off the lid, tilt over the bottle. It has a self-puncturing device on the inside, so you just push the bottle over the top, let it drain out, put the lid back on. It's been a pretty nice piece of equipment and has made adding acid that much easier. I will turn on the pumps now and let that spool up. It goes through a self-check system. Right now you can see that the system status is red, and the controller, kind of hard to see what it's doing, but it will turn to, it's now turned to green. It has checked the cell. The menu it tells you when the next dispensing is going to take effect. You can also manually add 4 ounces of acid by going through the menu. Through this controller, you will also determine the total number or the amount of chlorine you want to have generated, and you can change the amount of acid to be dispensed. It also gives you a salt level, which I have found is usually a little high than what my local pool company will tell me my water is for the salt water. But that is the Pentair IntelliPh automatic acid dispensing tank.